I come from a warm, loving family background where materialistically we didn't have very much, but in every other aspect we had everything. It might sound like a bit of a cliche, but in terms of love and support, I was the richest kid in East London. Okay, that does sound like a cliche, but it was a fact. My mum was called Jane, but known by one and all as Ginny, and her family origins trace back to the Netherlands, where the bloodline of the Clues family goes back many years. My mum will crop up quite a lot in the early chapters, and you'll discover she was an incredible character who had her own, often violent, way of doing things. As for me dad, Sam Silkman, his roots are from Algeria, which is where I get my olive skin and black hair from. My mum had the curls and my dad had very thick, black wavy locks, a good combo for me, so I've been told. When I first started playing football of any note, people would tell me I had a Kevin Keegan, meaning I based my hairstyle on Keegan's mid-1970s perm that became de rigueur in football in the UK at the time, but it wasn't. I'd tell them it was all natural, and this was how it had always been. I even suggested maybe he'd based his hairstyle on mine for all I knew. Whether they believed me or not is another thing. As a kid, I generally had it cut short, but when I grew it out, back came the curls. My dad was a painter and decorator. He was a superb wallpaper hanger, which is an art in itself, and my mum was a singer and a pianist. When I was aged around 4 or 5, she'd take me round the pubs and clubs with her. She'd be on the piano singing away, and it wasn't long before she got me up to sing a song or two while she tinkled the ivories. It was there I had my first introduction to show business, and I loved it immediately, finding the applause and attention to be intoxicating. By day, Mum worked the markets as a stallholder in Petticoat Lane, Spitalfields, which was just a short walk away from our flat in the East End of London. I was an only child. The plan had been that I'd be one of a large brood of Silkman kids, but the Second World War came along, and by the time it finished, it all seemed too late to start a big family, as parents tended to have children young in those days. In fact, Mum and Dad had resigned themselves to being childless, as she was in her late 30s and he was in his mid-40s. But one evening, Dad told me in later years, he went out for a drink with friends, got drunk on teacher's whiskey, returned home a bit amorous, and 9 months later out I popped.